I'm back. I really mind my own business because I have some things I'm working on. But I ran across a case, Lindsay Clancy, and she's a Massachusetts mom who killed three of her kids. When I saw that headline, I was like, let me mind my business. But I decided to click on a video, and I'll link it in the description box.
Really, to drive a wed?
From an attorney, Harvard lawyer Lee. Harvard lawyer Lee. And she was talking about the mistake that the prosecutor made in going after Lindsay's mother-in-law. Let me sit here. Let's talk. Because we just don't pay attention. And your hormones in your body go crazy. You have a kid. And I don't know how old her children are. I'm not familiar with this case. But clearly people were trying to get this young mom's help. At that point, children should have been placed in the care of other family members while she got help. Mental illness is not taken seriously enough in this country. Clinically ill people who cannot control and need medicine and need a lot of support, and people keep come here. He knows this is puppy 2.0 in kitty cat form. This one is so spoiled. And I'm getting their nails cut today. They have to get their nails cut today. I am. This is what he wants. He wants me to just massage him. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I've been babysitting since I was 8. I guess I need some grandchildren. I went and got 4 cats. I'm so bored. That's a kitty. A mama's kitty. A mama's kitty. A kitty. He look at this. Look at this. He got to throw his head back. Make sure I massage the neck. This is Blue. Boy Blue. My boy Blue. Rest in peace, Eddie King. The actor who played Eddie King passed away. The iconic role in the 5 Heartbeats. Oh my God, Eddie King. Eddie King. I think his name is Michael Wright. I think his real name. Yeah. Blue think I'm just supposed to just massage him all day. I'm trying to work, and Blue is like all on the keyboard. Just your kitty. Well, anyway, we ignored the signs of mental illness, and then people keep having babies on top of babies on top of babies. Some women commit suicide. Some people kill their kids. What was that lady that killed all her Rusty? Oh, she got oh, what's the hold up. Remember the woman who killed like 5 children. What was her name? What was that woman name? Not Susan Smith. Um, I wanted to punch Rusty in his face. Yates. Yates. Remember Rusty Yates? What was his wife name? Andrea. Andrea Yates. Remember she killed like, hold up. I fought him. He was just being overly religious. He wasn't sitting there with her. Yeah, the one, yeah, Susan Yates, she drowned how many of her kids? He was a NASA engineer. I think she had like 4 or 5 kids. 5 kids. She drowned 5 kids. 5. And the doctor told Rusty not for her to not have any more children. She should have she should have done what I did. Tie her tubes. But Rusty, who wasn't home taking care of kids. And not only was she was schooling them. So she didn't get a break from them and dealing with mental illness. I think she's out now. Let me see. For 2 years, she said she thought about killing them kids. 2 years. Depression is real. It is real. My other cats are in the floor sleeping. So I guess he gonna go. Oh, look, he just gonna go start trouble. Let me spray his little. He gonna just start trouble wake his sister up. He wanna play. She's sleeping. Leave her alone. Anyway, yeah. We don't take depression seriously. I was depressed, and some of you MFers thought it was cute to dox my kids. And I'm dealing with a mother that's dying, 65 years old, lost my father when he was 55. And here I am, my last parent, that we've been inseparable since I showed up on this earth. And 9 months prior to that, and y'all thought it was a good idea because you didn't like me. Because you didn't like me. You thought it was a good idea to dox me and my kids. Yeah, there will be a reckoning. Yeah, the reckoning is happening. I unstarted it. Anyway, yeah, we just ignore the signs. And here go a case. Here go a case. And the mother-in-law even got up there. Everybody said this woman was depressed. She had a history of being depressed. And no one. And I think she and the husband sued the mental health facility because a lot of these facilities are run by people who need the service of the facility. I remember I had a psychiatrist and he told me, "Oh, you're bipolar." I said, "No, I'm mad. I'm mad at how I've been treated all my life in my career and in my, people I know." And I said, "You're bipolar." He got mad at me because I said, "You're bipolar." He looked like he was taking his own meds, his own supply. See me 2 minutes and bill my insurance. Yeah, I had an attitude. He lucky I don't say his name. Some foreigner, of course, but he was referred to by my therapist. Now I had white therapists, and I would go in and tell them, what I experienced racism. And one of my therapists, she was so nice. She invited me to church. I think she go to the same church Montel Jordan was the minister of music. I wonder how she doing. I'm gonna call her. She was so nice. I really like talking to her. She says, "I think you need a black um, therapist because I can't understand what's being black." That's how I know she's a good therapist. She was a good therapist. She said, because a lot of your anger comes from what you experienced throughout your career. And she was right. And she said, I can't help you with that. That's why I get mad when people try to minimize our plight. Like this woman. People ignore people pain until it gets out of hand. Until they show up. Till they show up to work. Oh, there's another girl I want to talk about. This girl in Atlanta. Oh God, I want to talk about her case. I gotta look up and see what's going on with her case. Let's see. Atlanta. Where's this? Keyboard. Atlanta woman shoots three people and was going to shoot her attorney. Okay, I gotta get this woman's. Yeah, Midtown. She killed two people. Her name was Raisa Kingyang. She was from yo, I can't say her last name. Let me write this down because I want to follow her case. She was being mistreated on her job. She had found out she was very ethical, and she found out that some people at her company allegedly were laundering money and were not following the protocols which she was hired to do. And so they fired her, they mistreated her, and you can't some people you can't discriminate against them. Well, she lit his ASS up, and she lit the manager of her apartment complex up. She lit their ASS up. And then she went looking for her attorney. We got to do this case. We got to cover this case. And I felt bad. I felt bad because I ain't going to say it. But people expect to mistreat you without any repercussions. And this is once again depression. She was depressed. People ignore it. I really want to. I might even go to her case. That's Fulton County. Very intelligent girl. Very smart. Very intelligent. This is her name. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's her name. This happened in 2022. I'm gonna put this up here. We're gonna follow her case. Let me Google and see what's going on with it. Let me look at her LinkedIn. She graduated from Georgia State University. Uh, Let me look under my other account. Yeah, we're gonna watch her case. Very intelligent, very intelligent. But she lit their tails up. She lit them up. She went to the police. Nobody, everybody ignored her. Her name, let me put it on LinkedIn. I don't know how to say her name. CEO and president. Okay. Over 10 years of combined experience in information technology, auditing, financial analysis, mergers and acquisition, IT due diligence. Wow. She worked for, wow, BDO. Wow. So she had a BA and a master's from Georgia State University. She was a certified internal audit. We gotta watch her case. We gotta watch her case. We have one mutual friend. I gotta watch her case. And you can't mistreat everybody without repercussions. I mean, yeah, we gonna watch. This is the case. I'm getting ready to do my due diligence and see what her next court date is. Yeah, we got to. She went she went and lit up. Okay, she was not playing. She said, "I'm not the one or the two." When's her trial? Oh wait, she was sentenced. Wait, this just happened in May. Hold up. I didn't even know they had a trial. Nobody covered it. A jury has reached a verdict finding her criminally responsible for a series of violent crimes carried out in Midtown, despite her mental health. See, I bet you most of I need the makeup of the jury. I need the makeup of the jury. She had two consecutive life sentences plus 50 years in prison. This is a mentally ill woman. Okay, jurors found her guilty but mentally ill on all counts Monday, including murder. The state argued the actions were the result of calculated revenge plot involving a hit list. But the judge sentenced her. I'm confused here. See what I'm saying? See, the case stems from an August 22, 2020. But yet, Ernest, okay, she's done. But Ernest, that was married to Shirley, has his case. Anyway, shooting that killed 60-year-old Michael Shiners and 41-year-old Wesley Freeman. A third victim, 60-year-old Michael Horn, survived the attack. Police say two men who died, named in the lawsuit filed by her. Um, she had a lawsuit pending against two of the men. Wow. So they said she was mentally ill, but she was still respond. Ain't that some bull crap? That's some bull crap. Wow. Wow. Man, why nobody covered this trial? I can't believe it. Let me put this in. See if somebody on YouTube. Nobody cared about this. Nobody cared about this young lady. I'm gonna link her story in the bio. This is I don't have to do a story about her. This is really sad. Or a therapist is doing. I'm gonna look at her video right now. I'm really sad. She got 2 consecutive life sentences. Let me go. I'm done. This is sad. I didn't know this. We ignore mental illness, which is the courtroom. Criminal court is not to deal with mental illness. We need a special court for mentally ill people. I'm done.